I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Okay. Now, what about yesterday's game, Hytale? So Hytale is a game that is currently in early access. It's from a group of game developers that used to be server modders. Like, they used to actually have like a modded Minecraft server back in the day, and they were hired to make a game. And so the game that they made looks and plays like Minecraft. Now, it's a little different because it has different elements than Minecraft. For example, it has an active battle system that's much better than Minecraft's. The crafting and building is way more streamlined and more fun to do, honestly. And on top of all of that, there's just a lot more to the game when it comes to exploration and incentive to do so. Because unlike Minecraft, where you have an experience system, whereas you do things in Minecraft, you get levels, and those levels allow you to put experience into enchanting and doing things, right? In regards to this game, it's all based on exploration. If you actually leave your comfort zone and you go out to new areas and you discover new enemies, new creatures and animals, new kinds of plants and the like, the more you discover, you unlock more to do, all right, in the game, which is awesome, okay? So I played it for around 3 hours yesterday. Attendance was good. Engagement was half and half. And what I mean by that is half the people who attended liked the game. Half the people absolutely hated it and said that it was boring as dirt and it's just like Minecraft. And if you're going to play Minecraft, go play real Minecraft, not this knockoff. So it really was split down the middle in that regard. Support. Well, here's the truth. The stream was not doing well with support at all. And then I brought it up, and immediately someone did a very large contribution, okay? And then after that, a few other people contributed. So by the end of the stream, it had done pretty good. But the thing is, it took me bringing it up and one person giving a large contribution for it to even be a good stream. And that's not the kind of thing that you want to rely on. You know, when I played Quarantine Zone, that was a whole bunch of people coming together and saying, we like that Phil's doing a new game. This is exciting. Let's support it. With Hytale, it pretty much was one person. Okay? So that makes me nervous. And to be honest with you all, this also makes me nervous. So Quarantine Zone's views, 1,000 views on part 1, 700 on part 2, and it's only been out about a day. That's not bad at all, especially for a small indie game. Hytale. Not doing well at all, okay? And to be honest, here's the other thing. People over yesterday were like, well, aren't you aware that Hytale is going viral? Seems like a lot of content creators are playing it now. Asmongold is playing it today, and he says that he really likes it. And I'm like, that's great. It doesn't matter. It doesn't translate for me. You know, I'm different than everyone else. I'm not one of these viral content creators where everything that I do hits the algorithm and everyone finds it. DSP played this game early, so now he's going to get all these cool early launch views. As you can see, not at all. Not even close. I got a couple hundred views on the videos. That's not good at all. Okay? And the thing is, this is what we got to expect this year. Ups, downs, wins, losses, things that work, things that don't work. Okay? In this case, a game like Quarantine Zone stood out. Never played a game like that before, right? Very unique, interesting premise, adding more gameplay elements the further in that we go. People really liked the stream and actually said, yeah, please do another one. I think I will. In the case of Hytale, it's a game that's very much like Minecraft with tweaks. So if there was a big demand on my streams of people saying, Phil, play Minecraft, we really want more Minecraft, I'd be like, well, maybe we should just play Hytale, right? But in this case, the game's not doing well. We had one person who did a big contribution that allowed the stream to do well, but no one's really watching it after the fact. You would have thought if this game is virally popular and everyone's talking about it on the internet right now and everyone's playing it, including Asmongold, everyone's going to watch Phil play, 222 views in a day. Yeah. So it's that simple. No one really cares about certain games on my channel, and there's nothing I can do about that. Doesn't mean I don't like it, because my personal take is that I actually did like Hytale. And we were getting to a point where It was getting interesting, and I wanted to do more exploration. And I wanted to try to do more things. We had just unlocked the ability to do better crafting because we had found all these ores. We had found, what was it? Copper, iron, and gold. And I think we even found steel. So I was going to start refining and doing better equipment and then going and venturing out further. But it's not performing at all. It seems like people don't care about it, right? Again, what you have to understand with my channel, it almost never shows up in search. It never shows up in related. Even though I was someone who played it incredibly early yesterday morning, no one saw it on YouTube. No, it didn't get sent to the algorithm. This is literally views from my core fan base, and that's it. Nobody else cared because no one found it. That's the problem with DSP gaming. And this has been a problem for me for many, many years. I don't know what else to say. That's just the situation, is that I don't show up in search. Okay? So, if you were to ask me, out of the two indie games that I just played, which is more interesting and which would I want to play again? My answer is Quarantine Zone. And I think we're going to do that again. In fact, looking at the schedule, I'm pretty sure that I set that up for tomorrow. Yep, we're going to play it as tomorrow night's late night stream. We're going to give it a second look. We're going to see if it adds more interesting elements. And we're going to see if the game is fun and people will come by and hang out and support it again. I hope so, because I like it and I want to do it again. So that's going to be for Thursday night's late night stream. It's going to be Quarantine Zone again. All right. Now you might say, well, what about Hytale? Okay. Well, I'll answer that question with a question. What about it? I bought it early access. I played it on launch day. I did everything that you guys seem to think would have been exciting and would have worked, and it really didn't work. If one person hadn't done a big contribution, the stream wouldn't have done well, and the game's not performing well as an on-demand series either. The only situation where I would go back and play Hytale again is if I get an abundance of people who contact me in the next week and are like, Phil, it's, the situation's changed. The game's very popular now. If you play it again, your stream will do better. We'll show up and we commit. We'll support it. Then I'd be like, okay. I'm just not foreseeing that happening. I'm foreseeing that if someone's going to get views on a game like that, it's going to be Asmongold. It's going to be a big streamer who has the audience and has that opportunity to show a game that's lesser known to that audience. And now that audience will actually catch on and maybe check it out. I'll give you an example. All right. Were you aware that Among Us, the game that is now insanely virally popular for many years, has made a ridiculous amount of money and all of that, right? Were you aware that Among Us was out for years and years before it ever was popular? No one played it. No one knew about it. And then all of a sudden one day, a popular streamer streamed it, and their audience saw it, talked about it to other big streamers. The other big streamers then tried it. Next thing you know, Among Us is one of the most popular games in the world. Out of nowhere, simply because a big streamer played it. Not because some little rinky-dink guy of my stature gave it a shot, but because someone huge did, right? These kind of games, I have no problem checking them out, but this is a lesson that we have to learn over 2026, that sometimes we'll check out a game and it'll be interesting, like Quarantine Zone, because it's actually truly unique and something that'll maybe be awesome for further gameplay. And then other times there's going to be something like Hytale where it's just not going to work. And that's okay. I want everyone to understand that too, because I think people will be upset or, oh, Phil, that sucks because everyone else is playing it. Yeah, but I'm not everybody else. I'm not. Just because I play a game that no one heard of doesn't mean that all of a sudden thousands and thousands of people will now try it. It doesn't happen that way. I'm not popular. You have to understand, I'm not popular. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the audience level that I have and the level of success that I have. I really am. In fact, I'm blessed to be as successful as I am with the level that I have. You know what I'm saying? People usually who only bring in a few hundred views per video and only get a few hundred viewers per stream can't make a living doing it. But I'm lucky because I am in that situation. I'm incredibly grateful for it. And thank you to everyone who makes that viable. But what we have to figure out is that not every game is going to work. And just because it's virally popular elsewhere, it doesn't mean it will work on this channel. And right now, I can tell you it didn't work. And even if the game's becoming more popular now, it's not equating to views here. In fact, watch this. While we've been staring at this page for the last 10, 15 minutes, these videos didn't even get a single view. Not one view. While we were talking about it live, no one thought to go click on a video. I'm serious. If Asmongold farts on something, 1,000 people flock to it. Do you see the difference? It's called scale. I don't have the scale of these big people. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, and by the way, someone said that's jealousy. What's jealousy? I'm stating a fact. Again, I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with the level of success that I have. But things that work for the big boys don't work for me. And vice versa. There may be things that work for me that don't work for them. Right? So, FYI, I think we're going to play Quarantine Zone tomorrow night. I don't think we're playing Hightail again. Maybe that will change, but I don't foresee that changing in the near future. I don't know what possibly would turn around interest for Hytale on DSP Gaming. I don't know. I don't know how to make the game look better. I played it for 3 hours and I gave it an honest shot and I really analyzed it compared to Minecraft and I told you what I liked about it. What else can I do? Okay. Now continuing on, we're going to talk about Arc Raiders next.
Everyone, Darkside Phil here. The only detractor channel that I watch is Doody Streams.